In recent years, Bill Gates has been featured a lot in the mainstream media, and he said that he's trying his hardest to look out for the human race, and is trying to ensure that we get through these hardships as quickly as possible. He's dedicated his nearly limitless fortune and time into forming the non-profit organisation known as the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, named after himself and his previous wife, of whom helped to start the organisation in order to help tackle a lot of the problems that plague the world that we see today. Not only has this proven to be an incredibly fruitful endeavour, causing dramatic changes in poor countries, as well as saving a countless amount of lives, but has led to incredible technological breakthroughs in the realm of sustainability and industrial revolution in poverty-stricken areas. The Gates Foundation has said the following on their website: "To bring about the kind of changes that will help people live healthier and more productive lives, we seek to understand the world's inequities. Whether the challenge is low yield crops in Africa or low graduation rates in Los Angeles, we listen and learn so we can identify pressing problems that get too little attention. Then we consider whether we can make a meaningful difference with our influence and our investments, whether it's a grant or a contract." End quote. Bill Gates has come forward over the years with many interesting predictions. He's vocal about the issues we are facing in the world, and has said that he's trying to work with the world's best researchers in order to tackle these. Back in 2018, various news outlets reported that he'd started working on a microchip. The microchip in question has been described as being tiny, around the size of a pepper flake. The idea behind this is that it would be embedded inside a patient and would be able to track their medical records, while also keeping them updated. William Grover, who works at the University of California, was given a grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Grover's lab is using microchips that will go directly into patients. Each of these microchips is unique, and the researchers have said that one of the benefits to this is that the patient's record will be much safer, and that clinical mistakes will be greatly reduced. Interestingly, it was announced back in 2018 that Swedish people were using these microchips instead of ID cards. Not long after, it was reported that a Swedish company started to ask its employees to have these microchips embedded underneath their skin. They said that one of the main benefits of this was that it helped with passing through locked doors and other secure places. It's believed that between 3,000 and 4,000 people have had a microchip installed in Sweden, and the chip is smaller than a single grain of rice. The increase in people having chips installed under their skin has been on the increase over the last 3 years, with officials saying that the technology was first introduced in Sweden in 2015, and that they hope to bring this to the United States. One individual named Eureka said the following: "The microchip that's inside my hand has helped me to replace the need to carry around many daily necessities. This includes my office keycard and gym card. When I arrive at work, I simply have to wave my hand close to a box and then enter a code, and the door opens. It's very convenient and saves a lot of time." End quote. This isn't the only thing that Bill Gates has funded. He's announced that he's backing a weather experiment called solar geoengineering. The idea of it is to mirror the effects of a volcanic eruption. When this was first announced, people were confused as to why this would come in handy, but the idea is that many planes around the world would spray chemicals into the atmosphere, and this would in turn create a massive chemical cloud that would help bring down the temperature of the Earth's surface. Andy Parker, who is a project director at the Solar Radiation Management Initiative, said the following: "Modeling studies have found that it could reduce the intensities of heat waves. For instance, apparently it could reduce the rate of sea level rise. It could reduce the intensity of tropical storms. However, the idea hasn't been welcomed with open arms, with some researchers saying that although the tech is affordable, it could cause massive weather effects and even eradicate the blue sky. Orphan Steve Gardner said the following: "These consequences might be horrific. They might involve things like mass famine, mass flooding, droughts of kinds that will affect very large populations." End quote. Bill Gates has also announced that he's backing a company by the name of Earth Now. This company is looking at putting a number of satellites in space that will provide live video in virtually real time. However, it very quickly started to get criticism, with some saying that these satellites could be used for other purposes. The pitch for the idea stated that they would create satellites that could see any corner of the globe and provide live videos with a delay of only around a second. It seems to have piqued the interest of investors, as it's already been announced that Airbus, the SoftBank and Bill Gates will be investing. The initial funding is set to focus primarily on maturing the overall system to deliver innovative and unique real-time Earth observation services. Although it sounds like we're years away from getting this, it's actually been reported that they plan to have these satellites around the Earth by 2021. Some of these satellites have already been deployed, and the highly advanced satellites are set to land our constellation within a few years. As mentioned, Bill Gates is one of the investors, and over the years he's done some incredible work. But the worry here is that the company has said that they want to sell their services to the government and enterprise clients. So what do you make of Bill Gates and the projects he's working on? And if you was offered a microchip by your company, would you accept it? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.